Shalom, y'all. Peace. We're back again to deal with what qualifies you to be an elder. You know, because you're 50, 60, 70 years old, does that make you an elder? Are those the prerequisites? Are those the requirements of being an elder? A deacon, a bishop, so on and so forth, an overseer of the church of the Most High? Let's go into the scriptures and read the scriptures, because you got a lot of guys. I'm gonna mention them. Fopi. Okay, that camp is a quarrelsome and very argumentative and contentious. They're a contentious camp. Okay, they're all about contending with brothers, debating. When have they ever done a lesson? But that's neither here nor there. We're coming in to deal with the scriptures because they keep saying that you got to be 50 years old to be an elder. Let's see if 50 is in the Bible in order to be an elder. Let's see if that's what the qualifications are. Read on. I'm gonna read on. Titus 1, 5-9. Okay, for this reason I left you in Crete. Okay, that you should set in order the things that are lacking. Okay, now this is an epistle sent to Titus, Saint Titus. Okay, so he set him up in Greece. Okay, and he has said, read on, and appoint elders in every city as I command you. 6. If a man is blameless, now these are the prerequisites, these are the conditions, these are the requirements of becoming an elder, a bishop, an overseer, so on and so forth. So if a man is blameless, okay, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of, okay, this dissipation or insubordination. For a bishop must be blameless. So the bishops have to be blameless. You can't, oh, this guy did this guy did that. Okay, the guy can't have no kind of wickedness about him. Okay, blameless as a steward of Yahweh, not self-willed, not quick-tempered. You got these guys quick-tempered, quick to go AWOL. You got these guys Fopi. They raising up, talking about they gonna raise up against brothers. I'm coming to go check that brother. I'm coming to go check this brother. And then when they go check the brother, they quiet like a mouse. They quiet, you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden it's like, yo, their tone change up. But this is what it says, not self-will. What does it mean, self-will? Vain. You trying to do your own thing. You understand? Read on, not quick-tempered. You brothers looking to fight brothers. So you guys ain't even elders. You guys are axed out of there. You ain't even elders. You just an elder in the sense of the world, not an elder in the sense of the scriptures. You understand? There's a difference. But read on. Not given to wine. That's literal. And it's also talking on a spiritual level, dealing with philosophy. Not violent. These brothers are violent. You got some of you brothers in these camps. You're all about warfare, man. You're all about harming brothers. You understand? There's no spirituality about you. There's nothing spiritual about none of you brothers, man. You understand? And you brothers and sisters in Israel, hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. 90% of these dudes in these camps in Israel are wicked. They're of the devil, man. You're better off dealing with a Christian or an atheist. You get more righteousness out of them than these Negroes running around and these wicked women running around with their little robes and these dudes with their garments. Ain't none of them elders, man. They don't fit the qualifications. Read now, not violent, not greedy for money. What do you see these brothers doing every other week, every other day rather? Begging for money. Oh, donate. Now these brothers are selling breakdowns. You got to go on a particular website to watch the video. So they're all about money, these brothers and sisters. They're all about trying to create some controversy so they can yield based off of that. They're not yielding based off of their righteousness. They want to yield and they want to get their fame based off of a controversy and being quarrelsome and contentious. You understand? Not greedy for money, but hospitable, a lover of what is good. So this is an epistle that Paul wrote, okay, to the brother Saint Titus, telling him, commanding him, this is what you got to look for when you look for the elder. You understand? Because they were building churches in Greece and they were looking to raise up the brothers and sisters that were scattered within that region. You understand? So these are the prerequisites that Paul is telling him he needs to look for. These are the qualifications that he needs to find within an elder. And have we read anything to do with age? No. 9. Okay, but hospitable. Okay, we're at 8. But hospitable, a lover of what is good, sober-minded, just, holy, self-controlled. Okay, you don't see that with these brothers and sisters out here. Well, brothers, ain't none of them self-controlled. Ain't none of them holy. Ain't none of them sober-minded, man. I'm hearing all kind of different accounts about brothers doing all type of wickedness, man. Going totally off. You understand? Self-controlled. Brothers ain't got no control. holding fast the faithful word as he has been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and convict those who contradict. So you're supposed to be able to now go into that you're supposed to be able to go into that debating spirit, but in righteousness. Not debating, but you're supposed to be able to show a brother, look, if you go off, you're supposed to be able to correct that brother in righteousness, not in contention. You understand? Not bugging out, trying to fight and be quarrelsome. That ain't the correct spirit. So that cut you guys. And you know, Elder Qanath, I don't have nothing against Elder Qanath or Shah Sham. Them dudes are funny. I get a kick out of them, I'll be honest with you. But them guys are not elders, man. And because you're 50 years old, that don't make you an elder. Okay, because we're going to read about Timothy. Timothy was a young man. Timothy was a man, he was about 30 years old when he was doing the work up under Apostle Paul. Okay, he was a young man, could have been 29 or 30 years old doing the work. So we're going to get into all of that. We got the scriptures, man. But you guys ain't elders, man. And you don't have to be 50 years old to be a damn elder. Okay, there's nowhere in the Bible, okay, do you find an age requirement to be an elder. You got to be 50 years old to be an elder. That's not in the scriptures. Okay, read none. Okay, qualifications of an overseer, bishop, so on and so forth. It's all in the same thing. It's all interchangeable. Okay, 2 Timothy 3:1-7. Okay, this is a faithful saying. If a man desires the position of a bishop, he desires a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, temperate, sober-minded, of good behavior, hospitable, okay, able to teach, not given to wine, not violent, not greedy for money, but gentle, not quarrelsome. See, I just said that. You brothers are quarrelsome. And not just Fopi, all you camps, GMS, you understand? And yeah, Taha bring out the scriptures. And you know what? I learned under Taha. You understand? I don't hate them brothers. I don't hate Gabar. I learned a lot of things up under them. But them dudes are going off. And they have been going off. They've been quarrelsome for years with brothers. Not covetous. You got a lot of brothers, they desire riches. They desire what the next man got. You understand? But you can't covet that man. You understand? Because the scriptures say about the measure of faith. So the Most High gonna give a brother something, you know, based on his measure of faith. And you gonna get something else. But it is what it is. But you can't hate that brother or despise him or covet what he want, what he's got. 4, one who rules his own house well, having his children in submission with all reverence. A lot of you brothers who got kids, your kids are wicked as hell. Your kids ain't in the truth. Your kids don't follow the Bible. You don't left your kids to their own devices. A lot of you Israelite men out there, you have children. You have your children, but guess what? They're not in this truth. They're not reading the scriptures. They're not learning about the Bible. So you ain't even an elder right there. A lot of you guys ain't even elders, man, because you don't fit. You're not qualified to become an elder or a bishop. And again, I haven't read nothing about no age. There's no age requirement to become an overseer, to become a deacon, to become a bishop, to become an elder. Okay? The requirement of becoming an elder has nothing to do with you being 50. There's no scripture in the Bible that say 50, thou shalt be 50 to be an elder. No, that ain't in the scriptures, man. So you guys don't know the scriptures in that regard. For if a man does not know how to rule his own house, how will he take care of the church of Yahweh? So if you ain't even got that all together, how the hell can you step up and be a leader and be a steward? How the hell can you step up and lead the charge in righteousness? You can't, because your own house is in shambles. Okay, so therefore you can't you can't lead the nation of Israel. You can't teach the scriptures. Say, read 9:6. Not a novice, lest being puffed up with pride, he fall into the same condemnation as the devil. And that novice really is dealing with a young man. You understand? Because you see, I'm gonna break this down. A novice in the sense of you don't know the scriptures, or rather, you know the scriptures, but you letting it get to your head. You being puffed up with pride and arrogance. You understand? So that's why men do have to be of a mature age. But there's no statement in the scriptures that say you have to be 50 years old to be an elder. Yeah, in the world, in Esau's society, yeah, when you reach that golden jubilee, guess what? You're an elder. according to the world, but not according to the Bible, not according to thus saith the Bible. According to the Bible, when you hit 50, you're not an elder, man. You just an old Negro. That's it. You understand? And if you come in this truth at the age of 50, guess what? You're a novice. You're not an elder. You're an elder in the sense of the world, but you're not an elder in the sense of doing this work. Right? You're not an elder in the sense of following the prerequisites that make you an elder. You understand? Until you do that, that's what makes you an elder. And you can be an elder at the age of 30 years old. You could be in your late 30s, 38, 40 years old and be an elder. Because you following the prerequisites. You're following what the conditions are that are stated in the Bible that make you an elder. Not the age of 50. You understand? See, the Most High got you guys deceived, man. You Fopi guys, Elder Qanath, you guys, you're not an elder, rather. Qanath, you going off, man, in that regard. Novice, lest being puffed up with pride, he fall into the same condemnation as the devil. Moreover, he must have a good testimony among those who are outside, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devel, A lot of you guys, you ain't even good in certain neighborhoods, man. A lot of you brothers, man, you step foot in another territory, people looking to take your head off. So you ain't even an elder right there. Because the elders are supposed to be blameless. Okay? The elders are supposed to be blameless, without blame. You can't find nothing wicked about them. You can't bring up no charges against them, because they doing what the scriptures say. Okay? Read none. 1 Timothy 4:12. Okay? So Timothy was a young man. This is a writing from Paul. This is an epistle sent to Paul. Sent to Timothy, rather. To encourage him and let him know, look, because you're a young man, hey, don't let no one get at you for that. Read none. Let's read on. 1 Timothy 4:12 on down. Okay, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Okay, this is a writing from Paul. Okay, telling Timothy, look, you're gonna have to rise up. Okay, don't get weak in the spirit. Yeah, you a young man, but guess what? The Spirit of the Lord is on you to speak. The Spirit of the Lord is on you to deal. So that's why Paul has risen him up in that spirit. The Spirit of the Lord has risen him up because he was a young man, but he had the Spirit of Hamashiach upon him. And again, Timothy was a young man sent to teach the young folks too, as well as the older folk. And it was in this certain passages where Timothy, you know, they was kind of looking down on Timothy because he was a young man, but he had such might and authority. You understand? Authority. Okay, read none. Let no man despise thy youth. Okay, 13, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Come. You understand? This is Paul telling him what he ought to do. Okay, as a young man. Like I said before, Timothy could have been 33, 34, 38. He was a young man in his faith. Okay, 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of the presbytery. See that? He was a spiritual man, as a prophetic man. Okay. 15. Mediate upon these things. Give thyself holy. If I got that right, wali, to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So Paul was uplifting the brother Timothy, and he was a young man. But even though he was a young man, he said, no, just because you're a young man, don't let no one despise your youth. Don't let no one look at you and look down upon you like you just a young cat, you a young lad, like you ain't got nothing to say. And that's the thing with a lot of you blackies. You understand? You determine wisdom and understanding by your age. You understand? And that's what my West Indian folks do. You know, my people, my yard people, them. You know, that's how they determine a man. You know, I'm a youth man. I'm not knowing nothing. I'm a local man. I'm not knowing nothing. But the local man, you understand? He has understanding. You understand? So because a man is 30 years old, you got a next man. He's 18. But the 30-year-old man is doing all manner of wickedness. But the 18-year-old, he's in college. He's studying. He's trying to uplift others in righteousness. So we gonna look down upon the 18-year-old man because he's a young man. And that's the thing with you foolery, you people out there, man. You understand? You don't know nothing, man. You just simple as you could be. You worldly, man. You too worldly, man. A man gonna say, in order for you to be an elder, you gotta be 50 years old. That's not in the scriptures, man. That ain't in the scriptures, man. 14. Neglect not. Okay. 15. Meditate upon these things. In the head DEACON. So I read it right there. So that's what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, man. And I hope y'all are understanding me on this, man. You understand? If you a young brother out there, you 30 years old, let's say you've been laboring, right? You've been laboring like me. I've been in this truth 11 years, right? Since I was about 15 years old, 15, 14 years old, 15, right? Doing this work, reading these scriptures, teaching these scriptures. You understand? I done had many YouTube accounts. You know what I mean? But they got pulled down. I've been teaching for years since I was a teenager. You understand? You know, putting my brick in here and there. You understand? I'm not saying I'm an elder. I would never give myself that title of an elder. Even if I am doing what the book say. I'm not going to give myself that title. I'm just showing y'all through the scriptures that there's no age requirement that makes you an elder. There's no scripture where you can pull and say, yeah, thou must be 50 years old to be an elder. You understand? That's not in the scriptures. So we're going to read Job 30, 32 and 9. Okay. Great men are not always wise. Neither do the age understand judgment. So because you 50, 60, 70 years old, you don't have no wisdom. And when you go into that word great, that word is interchangeable with elder. You understand? When you look it up, when you look it up, that word there, great, is interchangeable with elder. So great men are not always wise, neither do the age understand judgment. So just because you 60, 70 years old, that don't mean you have understanding. That doesn't mean you know how to judge matters in righteousness. Logically, that doesn't mean you have that type of understanding. You understand? So at the end of the day, that cuts that whole bull crap. You understand? That cuts that whole bull crap. You understand? I done showed you the prerequisites, the conditions. I done showed you what qualifies you to be an elder. You understand? And none of those qualifications were age, because Timothy was a young man in his 30s, and he was sent forth by the Apostle Paul, okay, to go teach. He told him, don't let no one despise your youth. Teach this word. Do what you got to do. So you already know Timothy was a brother that was teaching the young folk, men that was in his age category, along with older men. You understand? So that's showing you once again that the scriptures ain't dealing with no damn age. Okay? The scriptures ain't dealing with no age. You got to be 50 years old to be an elder. That's not in the scriptures. So you err in the scriptures in that regard, going off in that regard. That's why I had to correct you on that on a comment board yesterday. You understand? And you guys are talking about the jubilee. Oh, you hit the jubilee. You're 50 years old. You're an elder. Yeah, of course you're an elder in the sense of the world. In a worldly sense, you're an elder, but not in the scriptures. Not in these scriptures, you're an elder. You're just an old Negro. That's all you are. And you're not to be getting double honest. You're to be respected, but you ain't supposed to be getting no double honest because you're not an elder according to the scriptures. You understand? So with that, Yahweh Shem Yashai, break a thumb to the brothers. You know what I mean? And stay safe out there. Shalom, peace.